Hello world, I'm the ADHD dev. My friends know me as Diego. Today we're going to be taking a look at the original Ratchet Clank, not the reboot, but the original one from, I think it's 2002. It's been a really long time since I've played through these, so I figured it might be fun to give them a replay. So let's go ahead and get the game going here. Just going to override the original file there from testing. And we'll go, and I'm just going to kind of talk over the video because there's not really a whole lot of audio going on in the background anyways. With the exception of basically this singular line right here.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology.
You're welcome. But yeah, so I mean, the channel, you'll probably notice that the content of the channel doesn't really line up with posting video game content normally, but this is a game series that I've long wanted to replay, and I figured I might as well record it for myself. Even if no one else ever sees this or tries to watch it, I figured it's something that's worth doing for me. You know? The cursor. But yeah, I haven't played these in years at this point. Most of these games I've played with a good friend of mine who recently passed away. Just kind of been thinking about them a lot and getting some nostalgia trips, so I figured this would be a nice opportunity to re-experience the games as an adult. So, cutscenes run. Clank escaping from his factory, and we're heading back over to Ratchet. And there's Clank, in the first starship to be broken in the series, and definitely won't be the last one. Okay, so let's start first off. Gotta switch those camera controls, because just like all the old games, they always use just not what I'd consider normal.
Welcome to the Gadgetron.
Thanks, I don't really want to hear about help desk right now. Okay, let's scoot over here, we'll break some boxes. Now, I'm not going to be doing a 100% run of this, I'm not going to go hunt down all the gold bolts right away. I might come back at the end to the different planets to collect them as a sort of montage type video, but honestly, I'm more interested in just playing through all of the games consecutively without stopping, so we'll see. I'm gonna go beat up some of these monsters here, break some more boxes, and then I'm going to do a quick audio check just to make sure that everything is coming through clearly, and then we will continue. Okay, we are good to go. Slight tweaks on some of our settings here, and let's get to it. So we're gonna head over to meet Clank for the first time. Meet up some of our little monster friends here, and we're going to collect as many of these bolts as we can. The nice thing about the way these games are built...
You can interrupt help desk messages.
Yes, I know, press triangle to get rid of the messages, that's fine. The nice thing about the way these games are built is they kind of keep you paced if you pick up the majority of the bolts with just not quite being able to afford the new weapon when you start the level. But usually by the time you are done, you are able to afford it, or within the first 10-15 minutes. Let's throw the wrench, which is actually quite handy. Got some nanotech, which is for healing. I'm probably going to skip most of these initial help desk messages, just because I actually, during testing earlier, did manage to see most of them, so I don't really feel the need to listen to all of them ad nauseum again. But let's see. I'll grab some. Yeah, so I mentioned it's been a really long time since I've played these in the past, and I totally forgot. But in this first game, the guns actually... In this first game, the enemies don't actually... Not the enemies, sorry. The weapons don't actually level up. That was a system that was added in the newer games, and if I'm not misremembering, the camera system and aiming systems get a little better as well. The aiming in this game is clunky.
To use your bomb glove, press the circle button to equip it, and the circle button again.
So yeah, we got our bomb glove, and as you can see, aiming is just super gross. Can't walk and aim, you just kind of... hope it locks on. So it does actually, we'll see this when I get to the next area there, it will actually lock on to some extent when you're close enough. So you can see that it's kind of snapped into position near our enemies. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So there is going to be some frustration with that in this game, but from what I can recall, it does get a little better than the other ones. Boxes along the way. Make sure we get a decent number of bolts here so we can afford our first new gun shortly after we change worlds. Yeah, let's just go down and talk to Clank. No, I'm 100% confident that he was going to scrap him if he didn't wake up.
Interesting.
Yay!
You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Oh, nice. He carries the football
Hello,
with him.
citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made.
Of course, just not for you.
And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my...
Gotta love bloopers.
Well, turn it off, you idiot!
There we go. Well, that's not ideal.
People on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Quark to help you.
Actually, you could help me. If you could use your ship to take the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this, wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Deal.
I forgot just kind of how convenient some of the old storylines for games were. Not to say that they didn't make some amount of effort.
Take care of it.
but
Whoa, this
not to say that there wasn't some amount
So
of
that's where I've been stuck
planning
this
put
whole
in,
time.
obviously,
Please
but
return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right.
there's definitely
Sorry.
more focus
Oh,
on
and by the way, you can stop calling
the
me
labs
sir.
and
The name's Ratchet.
some of
Pleased to
these.
make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is B54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay,
Now, why would he do
wait.
that?
You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
Try not to leave any marks. That's rude. Okay. Well, we're approaching Novalis now. That's fun. That's the planet they're trying to blow up. Or not blow up, but rip a piece off of.
Clank? Where are you? Oh,
You gotta love
sorry
putting
about
all
that.
that time and effort into
Well, we're not leaving the way we came
building
in.
a ship
Perhaps
and
we
then
could
just
procure a ship from one of
crashing
the
it immediately.
inhabitants.
Yeah, let's just
There are
borrow one
any
from the
left.
inhabitants. Yeah. Alright. So. Yep, map's on the right stick. That's great positioning for that. Scooter way over here.
Press the square button to dock.
Go exploring. Right. You actually have to work your stick in a circle. You can't just hold it in one direction. Alright, up we go. Bombs are pretty good on these guys. Oh, correct mushrooms. Not that the mushrooms drop anything. I did think about turning on the retro achievements plugin for this. Again, since I just kind of want to work my way through the various bits of storyline, I didn't think it was worth any time. Here we go, through the tube. It really doesn't have a whole lot of air. That is mildly concerning. Get us some more boxes. Robo dog things. Not hard to take out. Open another door. Is there another swimming segment here? There is. Oh, stairs go to that pool, that's nice. And we are on the other side of where we just were. Sweet, okay. Let's go this way. Ooh. Platforming is crunchy. Although, at least in this game, they've got shadow. If if you've ever tried playing a platforming game that doesn't have a character shadow when you're jumping around, it is a really bad time to try to figure out where you're going to land. And if you're making a game with platforming, please make sure you include a shadow. Just straight up and down shadow, no weird angly bits or anything like that. It just needs to be a representation of where you're going to be. Trust me, players will thank you. They won't necessarily know that's what it is going on, but it is very easy to tell that something is not right when you're running around and you can't tell where you're going to land. As you can see, it's not helping me any, I'm just struggling to land on the piston. The thing that's never really made sense to me here is this feels like you're supposed to try to utilize these for jumping across, but there's not really any reason to when you can just, oops, you can just come down to the end and swim through the water. Like, it definitely feels like that was supposed to be lava or acid or something, but it's not. And that makes it very easy to go across for. Although I suppose if you had, no, because even with the upgrades, you wouldn't be able to jump high enough for that to matter. So there are some jump upgrades you can get later on in the game. Not even later on, like 1 or 2 worlds into the game. It's not very far. Let's see. Scoot our way through here, and we're gonna talk to our friend the plumber.
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking. The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows 2 weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
That would be nice. And this is the part where it starts to try and...
To enter look-around mode,
Yeah, look-around modes for aiming.
you can also use your weapons and your wrench in this mode.
There's not really any reason to use it aside from trying to hit certain airborne enemies, honestly. But yeah, this is a good example of the game's trying to eat all of your money, basically. There's not really any way to get around it. You kinda need the information in order to progress the game. And it's very clear that the amount of bolts that you get on each level is planned.
Did he
Because
just slide
again,
down a sewer pipe?
generally have to do a little bit of time in each new section of the game.
This is the solar ship
Before you get the new
Radical.
gun.
We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close. Ah!
Pipe down, I can't concentrate.
Oh, we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for
We're
you.
not gonna live that long.
Kid, let's M-screen!
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left?
Him,
That's
Scray.
Skid McMarks.
Does he know
Scram.
Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say, I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates for new planets.
Oh,
Now
yes.
that you have the infobot for planet Iridia, you'll need to find a ship to get.
Oh, I mean, we need to find a ship to get out of here anyway, so it's not like that's news. Let's scoot all the way back down to the bottom and see if we can't get ourselves a new gun. Look at that.
I got some great bargains for you today.
But only because we just scooted around the entire map of the game. Well, not the game, but the world. Max out our ammo. We've now got ourselves a flamethrower. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish the level. A little bit more to go. And I think I'm going to do these in roughly one world segments for episodes. I know I started with Veldin and jumped straight in here, but realistically, there wasn't anything we're missing. There wasn't enough content on Veldin to do its own episode. Alright, so let's get ourselves... Ooh, oh. Excuse me, sir. You're gonna want to come back down here. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is why I don't like the Parositor, because it's fine for crowd control when there's a lot of little guys. But it doesn't do enough damage in one hit, usually, to take out the big ones. So, for example, he just gets back up. It's a much better time. Okay. We'll use the bomb glove for now, just to work our way through this bit of the level. I'm definitely looking forward to getting the other guns. One of the really nice things about these games is the guns are fairly varied, and you can just kind of pick and choose whatever you find fun, which is nice. Like, there's definitely options that work better than others at times, but you're never super locked into a specific style of play. Okay, can't swim in there. And that's all on the other side of the river, so let's go the proper way, which is up here through the building. Break some boxes. Yes, 3 well-placed shots to create some nicely designed holes. Okay, I can't help but give the game a hard time. It's just one of those things where it's almost tropey at points where you're seeing level design things happen in older games, and it's very clear it was just supposed to be, you know, a little bit of level design fun, but see, crowd control. But it's hard not to see it nowadays where, oh, the bridge got blown up and now there's just this little bit of area that you can run on instead of the normal full area. It's hard to not see that. Especially when you've got things like textures that are pretty consistently, I don't want to say repeating, but, you know. I don't know. Having some game dev knowledge definitely taints the experience for older games at times. But it can be nice to kind of see how things work. Understand why certain decisions are made. Alright, let's scoot off down here to our... I don't know if I'd call this a boss fight. It's effectively what it is. It's a boss and I don't care.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Oh, what are you? Mercenaries? Torturers? Assassins? I'll tell you anything. Here, take my infobot. It's all I've got left.
Sir, we're not assassins.
Hold on. Let's see what he's got.
No, Ratchet.
Has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm Captain Quark, and believe me, there's nothing worse than staring down a Blargian snagglebeast from the inside and knowing your equipment isn't functioning properly. That's why I come to Al's Robo Shack for all my electronic needs. Al has been the exclusive repair shop for my super electro gadgets since I was knee-high to a sand mouse. If Al can't fix it, it's not broke. Right, Al? You said it, pal. So if you're fighting crime, or just fighting grime,
I can promise you,
come to
Quark,
Al's
that is
Robo
not
Shack
how
in
that works.
Metropolis for all your robotic repairs. Al's Robo Shack, it's Quark-tastic.
Quark-tastic.
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, Captain Quark is really sold out.
No, it means Captain Quark is on Metropolis. We could tell him about this invasion.
If we had a ship.
What? A ship? What? You're not going to torture me? Well, as planetary chairman, I could arrange for you to borrow our courier ship.
Cool.
You can count on us, sir.
Right.
That
Thank you,
required
your
all the
chairman
convincing in the
shipping
world.
us.
Now that you have coordinates to 2 new planets, you can use your ship. Press
Yeah,
the
for
button
2 new
to
places. We
bring up
can
the
go
map.
rescue Skid
Your ship is
McMarks
marked
from
with a star.
this desert planet, or we can go to Metropolis. If I remember correctly, there is some stuff to do. Like, that's one of the few planets where they actually have you go back to it after the fact to complete it. You have to, like, get save Skid McMarks, and I believe you get stuff before that. But let's see. We'll go there first, I think. So let's go across the bridge. That's where we're going to head next. Take this up to the top. And that's actually where we're going to wrap up for the episode. Thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. And yeah, like I said, we're going to scoot through the rest of the game, and hopefully through the rest of the Ratchet and Clank games in general, and just enjoy some nostalgia along the way. Thanks, guys. See you next time.